As a family, we're proud to have a hand in providing a product that we know is safe and has been grown with integrity for other families to enjoy across the state of Kentucky.
You're watching Kentucky Cattle News, sharing the latest information from the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association, Beef Council, Beef Network, and the beef cattle industry, produced for the over 38,000 beef cattle producers here in the Bluegrass State. Hi, I'm your host, Kaya Twisselman. Local beef just got easier. Kentucky Cattlemen's ground beef will be hitting the store shelves in 85 Kroger locations throughout Kentucky and southern Indiana. Consumers will be able to enjoy this 100% local product by March 14th. The product launch is more than a year in the making and is a culmination of countless hours of hard work from KCA staff and cattlemen. Nathan Lawson, a producer in Spencer County, is one of the first cattlemen to be involved in the program.
As a farm family, it's very humbling and exciting to know and to be able to tell our children that a product that we produce here on our farm, along with other central Kentucky farmers, is going to a store shelf where other families can purchase it and take it home and enjoy it as well.
That's something that we do take pride in, being able to provide that not only for our own table, but for other tables and other families throughout Kentucky.
There's a lot of love in that package of ground beef and a lot of hard work.
For more information on the product and for store locations, visit www.kentuckycattlemensbeef.com. The 23rd Annual Kentucky Farm Bureau Beef Expo was held March 2nd through 3rd at the Exposition Center in Louisville. 11 beef cattle breeds from across the Bluegrass and surrounding states converged to hold their show and sales at the expo. Almost 450 lots sold with gross sales at more than $1 million.
The Kentucky Farm Bureau Beef Expo is an annual event that is designed to promote the beef cattle industry throughout the state of Kentucky and really throughout the southeastern United States. We here hold one of the premier events of the Southeast in regards to cattle sales. And not only do we sell cattle here, not only do producers have a chance to showcase their genetics and their breeding program, but we also are geared quite a bit towards youth involvement. The future of our industry and the future of agriculture is with young people. And that's the reason that we step out the bounds, reach out to those young people to involve them in our Beef Expo. Through the livestock judging contest, through the Skillicon contest that's been held in the past years, and also just from the standpoint of being participants in the expo activities. Here Saturday, there will be over 500 lots of cattle from 11 different sales, 10 purebred breeds and 1 commercial heifer sale will go through the ring. Over the past several years, 5+ years, we've averaged over $1 million on those 11 sales here that will be held Saturday morning and afternoon.
We're so excited to be here once again at the Kentucky Farm Bureau Beef Expo, where we help celebrate a major driver of Kentucky's agricultural economy. This is a unique show where the Department of Agriculture and Farm Bureau work hand in hand to make this a success. We're happy at the Department of Agriculture to help match the sponsorship for the checks that are presented here for our winners. This is something that's been going on for decades. And in a big cattle state like Kentucky, I couldn't think of a better way during the beginning of the year to get out and help give support to our beef industry, but also help work with Kentucky Farm Bureau to help celebrate what is a almost $1 billion industry in our state.
It's a showcase event for the producers of Kentucky, but more than anything, it showcases the beef cattle industry as a whole. This is the best genetics, no matter what breed you're interested in. This is the best genetics that you can find, and it's in a local location.
Today, it's not just about Kentucky farmers, it's actually drawing a reach of about a dozen or so states, people who come to Kentucky, and hopefully they build business connections to help add to the bottom line for Kentucky farmers as well.
Now to Kenny Burdine, UK Extension Livestock Economist, for your monthly market report and livestock marketing outlook.
So as we kind of look at the markets now here mid-March, it's been obviously a very wet spring for a lot of folks. Calf prices have been pretty good. I kind of use a 550-pound steer kind of as my gauge for a cow-calf operation in terms of revenue. Those 5-weight steers spent most of fall around $1.50 or so per pound, and this past week I would have called them kind of in that 160 to 165 range. So we've added about a dime to the price of those steer calves between fall and spring, which is fairly typical. I don't know that we're at the top of the market yet, but we're pretty close. Those calf markets usually peak when grass really comes on, and we're getting pretty close at this point. Within the next, probably 2 to 4 weeks, we should be kind of at that peak in the spring cattle market. So thinking about 2018, I guess the biggest thing we got to deal with is pretty sizable increases in production. for beef, for pork, and for poultry. So we're going to see quite a bit more production. Exports are going to help some, but I don't think they're going to absorb all of that. So we're going to have quite a bit more meat to work through the system. That's going to put some pressure on price, and I think we'll primarily see that in the second half of the year. So, while I think the spring calf market will probably peak here in the next, month or so, I think we'll see a pretty sizable decrease in price as we think about comparing spring prices to fall. So I do think those same 5-weight calves that might be selling in the $1.60s now could well be maybe in the $1.40 range come fall, if I was going to give you a guess in terms of fall of 2018.
At this year's Beef Efficiency Conference during the KCA convention, we talked with Dr. Daniel Gibbons from Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine. He talked about important biosecurity considerations for your herd, including BVD and vaccinating.
BVD, which is an acronym for bovine viral diarrhea virus. It's an interesting virus that causes problems in cow-calf herds throughout the southeastern United States and throughout the entire United States. One of the critical aspects of understanding this virus is it causes reproductive problems. It causes infertility, it causes abortion, it causes the birth of weak calves, and it causes calves that once they're born in a stocker or feedlot operation can be immunosuppressed and more likely to get respiratory disease. For that heifer on your operation, would encourage vaccination as early as 4 months, certainly at weaning. Mainly those vaccines are going to protect against the respiratory disease. But then, once that animal is weaned, optimally we would desire to see 2 doses of a modified live product, whether we're talking Express or Pyramid or Bovashield, a modified live product that has been shown to provide fetal protection against BVD.
For a full video report of the Beef Efficiency Conference and to hear comments from the other speakers, visit the KCA YouTube and Facebook page and plan to attend next year's conference. It's that time of year again. The Kentucky Beef Council has kicked off the 2018 Derby Burger Challenge, along with their partners at the Kentucky Derby Festival and Kroger. Recipe submissions to find the best burger in Kentucky closed March 11th. Vote online for your favorites March 16th through 22nd at kdf.org/beef. 4 lucky finalists will compete live on WDRB at Kroger Middletown in Louisville on March 26th to earn the title of 2018 Derby Burger winner and have their burger recipe featured at Louisville Kroger stores and select Derby Festival events this spring. The Yards Education Center has begun a new monthly Lunch and Learn series to educate cattle producers on topics including genetics, reproduction, nutrition, and more. Brought to you in collaboration with the UK Beef Extension Specialists, any and all producers are welcome to attend. The first Lunch and Learn was held on February 20th and was broadcast live on the Yards Facebook page.
AI is, even in the commercial industry right now, has really picked up the last few years.
The next Lunch and Learn will be held on March 20th at 12:30 in the classroom. The discussion topic will be bull buying. You can RSVP on the Yards Facebook event page or call the KCA office at 859-278-0899. Are you a junior cattleman looking for scholarship opportunities to start your college career? Apply for the Kentucky Cattlemen's Foundation Youth Scholarship. 5 $1,500 scholarships are available through the KCA and are funded by the Foundation for soon-to-be graduating Kentucky high school seniors with plans to be involved in the agriculture industry. Applicants or their guardians must be KCA members. Applications are available at bit.ly/KJCA Youth Scholarship and are due March 31st to the KCA office. Be sure to mark these dates on your calendar. Lunch and Learn series, March 20th at the Yards Education Center. KCF Youth Scholarships due March 31st to the KCA office. KCA Young Producers Council Annual Campout, April 20th at Eden Shell Farm. Kentucky Seed Stock Symposium, April 25th at the Shelby County Extension Office. Want to receive instant news, updates, and alerts on the Kentucky beef industry? Text KCA to 33222 on your mobile phone and we'll keep you updated. Follow the KCA Facebook page and YouTube channel for more clips and extended content. To download a copy of this segment, visit www.kykattle.org and tune into our next segment in April. Thanks for watching Kentucky Cattle News, where we're always thankful for farm families, healthy herds, and tasty traditions.